Cheong. Long ago, there lived a poor blind by the name of Shim Hak-gyu. He and his wife were childless for the longest time. And after many years of faithful prayer to the spirits, his wife bore a beautiful daughter. They called her Cheong. But the ordeal of giving birth was too much for her mother, and she passed away. Shim did his best to raise his daughter alone. He went begging to neighborhoods for the milk to feed her. And together, the two of them endured great hardships. It was not many years before she was a beautiful young girl. Cheong was an obedient and filial daughter. She worked hard for her father. One day, Shim went out alone to wait for his daughter. And he stumbled into a deep ditch. As he was floundering in the water, a monk pulled him from the waters of the ditch.
"Thank you, kind monk,"
said Shim.
"Old man, if you will give 300 bags of rice to my temple as a tribute to the Lord Buddha, we will offer up our prayers to return your sight."
Shim was so thankful and so full of hope, and without thinking, he blurted out,
"Thank you. I will give you those, I swear."
But Shim did not have the means to offer those. So he said to his daughter that evening, recounting his misfortune. She worried about her father's promise to the monk, but she could think of no way to raise the 300 bags of rice as tribute to the temple. Just then, a merchant was looking for a young maiden. To appease the Dragon King, the merchant needed to sacrifice a beautiful maiden. So, Cheong offered herself in exchange for the tribute for her father. The merchant was more than happy to accept. The 300 bags of rice were taken to the temple. The sea was calm at the beginning of the voyage, but soon the sea broke, as if the Dragon King were thrashing his massive body beneath the waves. Cheong said a quiet prayer and leapt overboard into the ocean. And just as she disappeared under the waves, the violent seas grew calm once again. Cheong descended into the cold water. But she could breathe and went to the magnificent underwater palace. And the Dragon King said,
"Your filial piety are far greater than that of any other mortal I have known. So as a reward for your devotion, I will send you back up into the world above."
The Dragon King transformed her into lotus flower. He sent the flower to the pond of Palace. When the king first beheld the giant lotus, he saw a very beautiful woman inside it. So, Cheong was to be the king's bride. But the king sensed a great sadness about his new queen. Soon, the blind beggar men were invited to a banquet to celebrate the wedding. On the last day, as the gates were closing, a blind beggar had arrived too late. And just as the gates were closing, the queen happened to glance backwards. The queen saw her father in tatter, and she cried, "Father, it's me, Cheong!" Shim was shocked to hear her voice.
"Cheong?
He called.
Is that your voice I hear? Let's have a look at you."
Then he opened his eyes wide. And when he did so, he found that he could suddenly see. Before him was his daughter. Shim wept with joy, and she was tearful with joy too.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say, Clap along.